Hi y'all, welcome back to the homestead. I'm Lorraine, Bluff Creek Acres, and I am putting together some finishing touches on a video, and I realized that it's been a couple weeks since we put up a video because I had some technical difficulties and I wasn't able to upload from my phone to my computer, and there were just some issues. So we've got all the bugs worked out, I'm pretty sure, but I just wanted to let you all know that we hadn't forgot about you. We're just had some technical difficulties, and it happens. So today I am putting up a video about when my sister visited. She visited a couple weeks ago, and she actually came. She'd never been to our property before, so it was kind of fun to show off what we've done so far and share with her our excitement. She and her husband have a homestead in Texas, and so she came up to visit, but she picked the weekend she came because we had a homestead family here in Oklahoma that put on a little Homestead Expo. It's the first one they've done. It was really great. It was all free. You just parked and walked about. They had vendors. They had all kinds of talks, and it was really, really good. And we just wanted to go check it out. And it was just one day, so it was kind of like, you know, come and go as you please. We didn't take all the same classes. We took some of the classes together, but then we also took some classes separate so that we had a chance to learn different things, or we just wanted to hone one skill or the other. They had a variety of things. We took a fermenting class, a herbal medicine class. I did the rabbit processing class, and she did, I think, an animal husbandry class, so I didn't get to videotape that. But I did put some video clips in here of those two things. I did put a warning in before the rabbit processing, because that may just be something you're not comfortable watching, or you may have kids watching and I don't want them to be upset if that would upset them. So there's a little warning just before, so if you need to stop the video there, totally fine, totally understand. It's not something everybody wants to see or experience. But it was very educational for me, because rabbits will be the next livestock that we add to our homestead. And I had never actually seen a rabbit from beginning to end processed. So it was very eye-opening for me. I got to ask questions. The guy was very knowledgeable. He shared all the information. Same with the gentleman who did the herbal medicines. Very knowledgeable, very willing to share his information. And I learned a lot in just an hour. So, you know, they each did an hour class, and I cut it down to very minimal seconds and minutes for you guys. But I didn't want to just, you know, do a little blip either. I wanted you to get a little something out of it. So I shared little bits of their stuff, and I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. Again, if you don't want to see the rabbit thing, just stop where it says rabbit process warning. And if you want to watch it, thanks for watching it. If you don't watch it, I want to right now say thank you and God bless you for watching the beginning of the video, and we'll see you next time. And for those of you who watched all the way to the end, same thing. We love you. Thank you for watching. God bless you. If you would like this video, hit the like button. If you'd like to see our next videos, please hit the subscribe button. And if you really, really like this video or any of our others, please feel free to share them on social media. Thanks, guys. Bye. Yeah.
He's even got a ram in it.
I haven't got a count. I'll count later and get an idea. Yeah, I don't even know he's doing that. Yeah.
Look at the babies.
And that's what I said.
Look at
When
tiny.
he walked up. That's about the size Little Bit is, and she has not gotten much bigger.
They're so cute.
She's probably going to be about the size of this little black and white one right here, because she's really not getting much bigger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. What are you doing? You are so cute. Yes. I bet you're a bottle baby. baby. You keep wanting to suck my finger. Are you a bottle baby?
Look how curly that one is.
I know.
Aren't you adorable?
I bet that one's
Aren't you adorable? You're just so curly.
I noticed one out there, and I bet here in Nigora, which is a cross between an Angora and a Nigerian.
She's just so curly. Look at that curly hair. How are you? Look at you. Yeah.
There's a little bitty tiny black one hiding in there.
See, and those are curly too. Those black ones right there, they're curly too. Aren't they pretty? Hi, how are you? I got him to crow. He crowed for me on film.
Oh,
I was taping a minute ago and he crowed for me.
but that's a Plymouth, not a Barber.
And he said that when they call the sheep, he crows for them. When JB comes out and crows for the calls for the sheep, he calls too. Chicken crossing.
Oh, they got a naked neck. That's their grow out right there. Look,
Yep.
and that's a big old silky.
There he is.
Hi there. Hi there. Hi there. What are you doing? What are you doing? What? What?
All right, hey, try that ginger powder.
I tried it. I looked at a little town called
What do you think about the ginger crowd?
Yeah, not too far from. Yeah.
Here's the story on salt. You don't have enough salt in your system, you'll go into cardiac arrest. We have to have a balance in our system. It's called sodium pumps. That's how it works. Now, they go mine salt in the ground. They pull this salt out. That salt is nothing more, guys, than seawater that's been captured there for generations and generations and is dried and has some great stuff in it, right? And then they take it over to their process center and they process all the minerals out of it. That's why it's white. And then they decided, you know, people are having some health issues. We might ought to put some iodine back in this stuff. And so they, oh, I bought salt with iodine. I did good. You should have just bought regular sea salt or whatever to begin with, and you'd have all the other minerals in there to begin with, and it wouldn't be processed out. Okay? I like sea salt or Himalayan salt. Now, let's talk about things you make. Tinctures are made with alcohol. You're going to have two sources of alcohol when you're making a tincture. If you use a wet herb, in other words, fresh, you use Everclear. If you use a dry herb, this happens to be calendula, you use vodka. Okay, vodka is 90 proof. So vodka is essentially 45% alcohol, or 90 proof. Everclear, y'all ever burn Everclear? Nice, pretty little flame. The reason you use Everclear when you have a wet herb is because that herb already has water in it. You're wanting that mixture to be about the same consistency of water. Now, for an example, this is chickweed, natural antibiotic. Okay? When I get through, you guys can come up here and look at this chickweed. If y'all will be careful, I'll let you pass it around. Please don't drop it, okay? Because it has actually been tincturing for over a year. I collected this last year, okay? But you can see how the essence of this plant has been withdrawn from it. All you see is a translucent plant in here. And you can see the tincture, the tint of the Everclear in it, okay? So, here's what I do with 28 days. And at 28 days, we're ready to process that tincture. You could go buy fancy stuff to extract it. This is homemade. This is my herb press. Anybody know what these are? Anybody work in a restaurant?
Yep.
Silverware
holders.
Okay. One fits right inside the other one real easy. Okay. This happens to be screen printing screen. They use screen printing. Buy it new, clean it up. I put that in it, and I usually put a natural bandana inside that. I pour these herbs on the inside. I cut a little circle out of a cutting board. Okay, that goes up on the inside. I stick this in, and I just keep screwing her down, and she mashes everything out. And then I just pour it off in a bowl, and then I save my vodka bottles. Okay, Blue Sky. If you're gonna use vodka, use Blue Sky.
That's good.
You got a blue bottle, because the color blue is a healing energy, and you want to keep it in there. You want to keep all your herbs in colored bottles. Amber is great. Blue is better. Okay, so I save my blue bottles. I pour it in there, and then when I go to pour up tinctures, I'll pour it up in. I think this is a 2-ounce bottle or a 1-ounce bottle, whatever that somebody needs. I'll do that. If you're going to make an extraction, you can use apple cider vinegar. The difference between the two, let's say somebody has had an alcohol situation in their life, they don't want any alcohol in their system. There's two things they can do. They can put a tincture in like boiling water or heat it up a little bit, and it'll dissipate the alcohol out of it, so you're just getting the tincture part. Or you can make it with apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar, when you make that, same process. It's only going to keep 2, maybe 3 years. Okay? I really don't know how long a tincture. They say that they found some of that stuff in some Egyptian pyramids, is what they say. But I know it will keep a long time. Okay? 10 years easy. Okay? I like that. It's on the shelf. I don't have to worry about it. It's done. Because I want a tea. I want a cup of tea. Great. I'll fix you some hot water. Drop, drop, drop. Okay, there's your tea. You can make elderberry syrups. Do you use sugar?
No.
Good. Okay? Honey. Okay? Honey.
Local honey.
Because honey also has all of its other properties. And when you use honey, you want honey from no more than a 50-mile radius of your home. What gives honey that little color is the pollen. When you get that honey that they took the bees to California and put in the almond groves, that's a totally different ecosystem. You want honey from naturally. So my elderberry syrup is just elderberry juice, 50%, honey, 50%. If you're on Red Feather Farms on Facebook, I'm Red Feather Farms OK. On Instagram, I'm Red Feather Farms. Okay, follow me on there.
When you get ready to clean one, ditch the belly, pull up, and then you can take your knife. There's a zipper right there. Be very careful. Pull your knife up all the way down to the dent. Same way here. Rib cage cuts real easy.
You can also dehydrate the livers and the kidneys and stuff for dogs as well, correct?
Yes, you can. Yes, you sure can. And if you have chickens, I save the kidney, the lung, the heart. And unless I'm going fishing, I'll save the liver too. The rabbit liver is a great catfish bait. And the heart is too. I save those in a separate bowl. When I get done, whether it's 5 or 25 rabbits that I'm doing, I'll take it, I'll cut that all up, I'll spread it out to however much I got, and I give it to the chickens raw. It's a good source of protein. They love it. It gives their bodies a boost, and you'll love the eggs for it too, because the next couple of days they just have, to me, they have a better taste. The yolks are richer, and it's good for them.
You said it's the liver and the heart?
Huh?
Liver and the heart?
It lungs and kidney too, as well. Whenever you get in here to the rib cage area, there's a membrane. and it protects the lungs. It's a hollow cavity. You just want to get in there and pull it out. You want to find the esophagus. And cut the esophagus out. And once you do that,
Oh, you're just pulling the membrane. It's taking everything else out with it.
yes, ma'am.
That was the whole
It's
idea.
So much easier too. Now, there's a trick, and I learned this whenever I worked over there at the rabbit processing plant. And the trick is to not cut the bladder, but go right in between the pelvis bone and the back of the bone, and at an ankle, go through, and pull up, and cut the pelvis bone. When you do that, sometimes you miss the bladder. Another reason why you want to put them on a fast. Right between the hips, on the back side as you got it laid out like so, there's a tender part where the tail is. There's meat. Make about a 45-degree cut down. You're going to take the tail out. Once you take the tail out, you can bend it over and break it, go in between the vertebrae, and gently cut it, but don't cut all the way through because the intestinal tract is right there.
Put the whole thing together.
And you're done, except for cutting the head off. Your inner loin, for everybody that deer hunts, your back strap, I guess you could say, or tenderloin, the back strap right here, that is a good piece of meat. On the lung, you find the lungs, you cut them off. There's the heart right next to the lung. You find the liver. Now, I've eaten rabbit liver, chicken liver, it's all about the same. But if you like liver and it's a good source of iron, it's great for you. Bladder sets, can y'all see all that? Okay, so the gallbladder has a little inlet right here, and it collects all the gall. If you bust that, rinse your rabbit instantly, but try not to bust it. It can put a taint on the meat. If you rinse it good enough, let it soak and rinse it, it's not so bad. There's a trick. Reach in with your knife on one side and peel underneath it. Grab it by the inlet side, which is going to be the small side, and just peel it off. You saved your liver. And like I said, they're good to eat. That is a good, healthy liver. There's no yellow spots, no fatty on it. Huh?
It wasn't a drinker.
Yeah, no doubt, for sure. Yeah, water only. But that's a good liver. I mean, myself, I wouldn't be afraid to eat it. Dig around in the fat for the kidneys, and the fat doesn't hurt any of that. Like I said, if you got chickens, that's a great source for them. Other than that, everything else comes off, and you're done. This is going to be your hind quarter right here. There's a hip bone right there, so you want to come around and make a sharpen it up. You can.
Do you eat all the different cuts, or
Yes.
do you have a preference?
The rib cage, there is nothing up with the shoulders off. There's nothing here, but it makes good stock. It really is. And on a cold winter morning after doing chores and stuff, you come in, you warm some of that up, and don't warm it up in a microwave. Man, don't get me started. Don't warm it up in a microwave. Put it in a sauce pot, low simmer, and warm it up naturally like that. It takes a little while, but I'm telling you, the longer you raise something, the better the reward. Pop it in the microwave and nuke it, and the only thing you're drinking is hot water, because it just about kills everything and the goodness in it for you. And I'm not trying to sound hippie or nothing, but it's true. It is. Back to quartering. But yes, my favorite pieces are the hind legs and the back. That's my favorite pieces. You dislocate that hip bone right there. There's a bone right here. You're going to take that, you're going to cut down along that bone. That's why a good knife comes in handy sometimes. There it is.
It's almost good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll probably get another time.
And this is the first rabbit I've butchered this year, so I'll have to kind of remember how I did it. It's kind of like deer hunting. Deer hunting all winter long, but only getting one deer every year for the next 5 years. You got to remember how to cut it a little bit.
So you're kind of looking for the joint like you do on chicken.
Yes.
Are you just rinsing in plain water? Nothing.
Set that on the corner right there. It's clean.
Well, I believe you.
The front legs though, they are really easy because they ain't attached to nothing. And if you ain't careful whenever you're breaking them, when you're processing, dispatching them, you can dislocate the whole thing. Whenever you get ready, there's just a piece of meat hanging on there. I've done it a few times.
Chicken wing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and it's really tender too. It's another good tender piece of meat. But rabbit cook's totally different. It's very lean, no fat. If you too high a heat, you'll ruin it. You'll never want to eat rabbit again. So the belly meat on the rib cage. You want me to make that? Oh no, you can take those too. On the back, right below the rib cage, right there. Make a cut. Come over here, you can see where it's at. So that's getting dull. Take it, break it. Find that last rib. Now, on the belly fat, or belly meat, I should say, I'll take it, fillet that off. Did y'all see how I did that? Just roll it over like so, put your blade right there, and just try not to cut yourself. And just fillet that meat off. That goes in with the rib cage, and you can put that in your stock as well. You're going to have a little piece of hip bone right there. And it's just a matter of finding out where it's at. After you process your rabbit, I have a stock pot I put them in. I'll let them soak. I run them through a rinse and throw them in the ice. I usually do 3 to 4 at a time and then chuck them in the ice. And then whenever I'm done with however many rabbits I've got done or whatever, I'll re-rinse them again, put them in a pot, and put them in the fridge if you have room for 10, 12 hours. Pull them out, they're whole. Pull them out, quarter them up, bag them up. Sometimes I'll bag them whole and throw them in the freezer. And I will set mine out to let them kind of drain a little bit, pat them dry some so they can freeze them or whatever. But we eat rabbit meat pretty quick around the house.